Good morning, Digit fam. Adam Dowd here on the day before Valentine's Day. That's right, it's your last chance to go out and buy not Walmart flowers. My wife and I have already agreed that we're not going to do anything for Valentine's Day this year.
It's a trap!
Okay then, so I guess I'm gonna go buy some stuff after I publish this. It's February 13th, 2019, and this is your Digit Daily. A few weeks ago, we reported on Apple's earnings, and during that report, an astonishing number came up. 62.8% profit margin on Apple services. Today, we find out how. Apple wants to become the Netflix of news, and to do that, it needs to get some folks on board. But first, a little background. News sites are still trying to figure out how exactly to make money on the internet because very few people tend to buy newspapers anymore. This is me putting one in the win column for podcasts, am I right? Anyway, one way that news sites are looking to keep the lights on is through subscriptions. A lot of bigger publications have them. The Wall Street Journal, Wired, Washington Post, etc. Generally, if the news is well done and trusted, people don't mind forking over a few bucks per month to stay in the know. Well, it looks like Apple is looking to charge about $10 per month for this service, and hey, on the surface, it looks like Apple wants to do something admirable by streamlining multiple great news sources into a news app that offers one subscription. It allows users to access all of these news sources in one place. But here's the rub. Apple wants 50% of the subscription revenue for itself, while all the rest of the services get paid based on content and engagement. Well, that's not so bueno in the eyes of more top-shelf news organizations like the aforementioned Wall Street Journal and New York Times. Now, on the one hand, like Apple Music, Apple News will come preloaded on all iPhones out there. That's almost 1 billion with a B sets of eyeballs. Of course, not all of them will subscribe, but even if a portion of them do, and if your content is as good as you think it is, that's money in the bank, right? Well, that may be true, but some news services charge over $10 per month by themselves, so charging less than that, and then cutting it in half, and then counting on user engagement numbers to see how much you'll actually get paid, I don't know, seems like a bad idea. Maybe it's great for some of the lower tiered news services. They'll be happy just to get extra eyes on their content at all. But for the big boys, that's not a value add. That's a guaranteed drop in subscription revenue. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. But Apple needs these top-tier publishers to get on board, or the new Apple News is dead in the water. In the industry, that's what we call leverage. Apple might have to cave and either give a higher cut to the bigger names, or perhaps share customer data with news organizations, because if you've listened to the Digit Daily, you know that data is money. But what about Apple's hardline privacy stance? That's a tough one to ponder, but ponder we shall as we head into the Roundup! Leading off the roundup, we get a good look at what the LG G8 will be, and the good news is, no in-screen fingerprint reader because those things are not ready yet. The bad news is, pretty big notch. LG seems to be bucking both the punch hole and the in-screen fingerprint reader trends of 2019, and I gotta say in general I'm pretty okay with it. It's a little bit boring to be sure, and it won't generate a lot of headlines, but this could be a solid entry in the 2019 flagship lineup, even though it looks like it's coming straight out of 2018. An Android Authority headline reads that Xiaomi is looking to steal a little bit of Samsung's thunder by releasing the Mi 9 on the same day as the Galaxy S10. Well, that's one way of looking at it. Another, more realistic way is to say that the Mi 9 will get buried and forgotten under an avalanche of S10 headlines. But sure, go ahead and try that. That's like saying that any other film released on the same day is trying to steal Avenger Endgame's thunder. No, it just means that executives are detached from reality. But seriously, good luck with that. Research analyst firm IDC now places OnePlus in the top 5 premium smartphone makers in the United States. This is huge news and obviously a result of OnePlus's deal with T-Mobile. It's also fun to have watched this company grow up over the years. That being said, to say that OnePlus is a, quote, premium smartphone is disingenuous at best. I mean, it's a good phone, but there's little to suggest premium except for the fact that the price is above the arbitrary $500 mark. Honestly, if you're looking at premium phones, start at $700 and go up from there. But still, I guess we'll congratulate OnePlus on doing well, and we'll leave it at that. Well, we got another twofer for you. Yesterday, a tech blog posted an exclusive story, you can't see it, but I'm doing air quotes, that a patent showed that the Pixel 4 could be a modular phone like Project Ara. Oh my goodness! That's amazing! Here's the problem though. It's complete bull. And both 9to5 Google and Android Police laid out exactly why it's bullshit and why it was posted. Long story short, money. The Google Pixel 4 is a much anticipated phone and people are craving rumors about it. So when this patent shows up, a patent that is real, BT dubs, this news site slaps a Pixel 4 label on it and suddenly everyone is all like, wow, it's going to be modular? The only problem is this is a patent, and there's nothing about a patent that says what phone this is coming on, or even if it's coming on any phone. Spoiler alert, it probably isn't. But bloggers will grab onto the SEO and tack on a sensational headline and watch the money come rolling in. It sucks, but welcome to the digital age. An email provider was hacked and had 2 decades of emails on its servers completely destroyed. VF Email, which I'd never heard of until this story, I never said it was a popular email provider, fell victim to hacks of its entire infrastructure, including backups, mail hosts, virtual machine hosts, and an SQL server cluster. In short, it was all destroyed. Ouch. Reports suggest that the service is back up and running now, and if you use the service, I'm very sorry, that really sucks. But the founder of the company put it best when he said, quote, I never thought anyone would care about my labor of love so much that they'd want to completely and thoroughly destroy it. And finally, they say history is written by the winners, but how is it taught by the losers? That's what one Redditor wanted to know when he asked the question, Redditors of former Axis powers, how is World War I and World War II taught? Since Reddit is a delightful place, most of the time, the answers are quite well done and complex. In short, they say they're taught not to repeat past mistakes, and I have to say, way to own it, former Axis powers. So that is going to do it for today's Digit Daily. If you'd like to learn more about any of these stories, check out the links in the show notes and subscribe to our daily newsletter at Digit.com. And if you like what you heard, subscribe and leave a review on your favorite podcast player. Once again, I'm Adam Dowd, Dead Technology on Twitter, and we'll talk again tomorrow.